Hi friend, I'm Scott Suliff with a stocking stuffer. You know, if anybody ever personified the word pastor, it was Father Joseph Moore. He was a seemingly tireless and giving man. He spent most of his spare time ministering to the children of the poorest of the poor. And back in 1818, he found himself in charge of music at tiny St. Nicholas Church in Oberndorf, Austria. And he was looking for a new song to introduce to the congregation for Christmas Eve Mass that year. And so he pulled out a poem that he had written a few years earlier, and he took it to his friend Franz Gruber to help him compose a melody for it. But because the church organ was broken, they had to come up with something that could be sung to the guitar. So they quickly put together a melody and they taught it to the church choir. And that evening, this beloved Christmas carol was sung for the very first time at Christmas Eve Mass at St. Nicholas Church in Oberndorf, Austria. Well, you fast forward a few weeks now and we're in January, and the organ repairman finally shows up to fix the organ, and Father Moore is telling him the story about his song, and he sang it for him. The organ repairman loved it, so he wrote down the lyrics and he memorized the melody and proceeded to introduce it to churches all around the area as he was working on their organs. And within 10 years, thousands of churches were singing this Christmas carol. Well, sadly, Father Moore passed away in 1848, pretty much penniless before the world knew him as the writer of this song. But by the late 1800s, it had been translated into at least 20 languages. And if you ask people today what their favorite Christmas carol is, most, including myself, would say Silent Night. I'm not going to sing it for you, but I will wish you, on behalf of all the WBCL staff, a joyful and Merry Christmas. Be blessed as you celebrate the birth of our Lord.